Of the game, they always look like the ones who were threatening to score more. Obviously, Fluminense had a few chances, but I think overall Chelsea were the much better team and took two very good goals.
It was a professional performance, wasn't it? Lit up, of course, by João Pedro.
Yeah, fantastic performance. I think from start to finish, we controlled the game. The way we played, we knew exactly how to approach the game. We knew we had to control the possession. If we control possession, our quality is going to show. But João Pedro, those two goals, it just shows the quality, the belief and the trust the manager had in him to start him in this game. And he just paid that off back to the manager. But fantastic performance from the whole team. I thought Caicedo as well, again, was absolutely brilliant. We missed him in the last game, and you can see why it's so important for us in this team.
Yeah, hopefully that injury that he did look to suffer at the end of the game didn't look too concerned. But from your point of view, Cleberson, for Fluminense, we're seeing how disappointed they look. What a run it's been. Was it just one game too far, do you think?
I think just lost the last game, I think they compete well in the competition. On this game, they can show how different like the quality between Chelsea and Flamengo and Fluminense. But Fluminense have the chance, have some opportunity on the beginning of the second half, doesn't score, and then he lost the game.
It's been remarkable, hasn't it, Mikel? You've said so many times how much you've enjoyed watching the Brazilian sides in this tournament. For them even to get here today and to showcase what Brazilian football is all about and can offer has been special.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They've been absolutely fantastic. I think they're going to go home today with their heads held high because they've given us so much in this tournament. Not just the players, the fans, what they bring to the, how they enjoy the game. It's been absolutely fantastic. I think the first half they lost the game because they showed us way too much respect. They didn't come out to press. They gave us way too much time on the ball. And if you do that to any player, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be in trouble. And that's what happened in the first half.
Do you agree, Gareth, that maybe they should have been a little bit more aggressive in that first half?
Yeah, I think they should have played their kind of own style rather than maybe kind of go to what Chelsea do best and try and defend them. So I'm sure they have regrets. I'm sure they look back in the game and maybe want to play it different, but ultimately the better team won on the day and Chelsea deserve to win.
OK, well, let's go down to pitch side because Olivia Bazaglo is down there with Callum Wilson and Sami Khedira.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Yes, we are pitch side, and I suppose job done for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea, Callum, but the star of the show, João Pedro, his first Chelsea start, and what a performance it was.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance, but like last game, we've seen signs of it, and then it was just about getting the opportunity today. He's repaid the manager, like Mikel says, but I think Delap and Jackson kind of opened the door for him, really, getting suspensions. So today he's managed to get himself a first start, and he's got competition now within the club, which is fantastic for a manager, team selection. Obviously Jackson then comes on, potentially could have squared it. You can see now he's thinking about, Pedro, I've got chances and opportunities and I need to take them when he can. And that sometimes can affect you, which it looks like it has. But for Chelsea, I mean, they've got options in all areas now in the front line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose, obviously, it is about João Pedro. He was brilliant. But as a team performance as a whole tonight, it felt like Enzo Maresca and Chelsea got it pretty spot on.
Well, like the guy said before, dominate and really good game by Chelsea. In my point of view, the best performance in this tournament so far. So they control the game, especially from the midfield, because the middle controls the game and wins the game as well. At the end, the passes from Caicedo, but also from Enzo. Cole Palmer, he did a great game as well. At the end, he could not score if Jackson gave him the ball, but two bangers, like super nice goals. At the end it's well deserved to win and going to the final from Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely, and we will have a little bit more reaction to this game a little bit later on. But Sami, we can't have you here and not ask you about the huge game tomorrow, Paris Saint-Germain against Real Madrid. And I mean, what a game. I suppose Real Madrid coming into this one as underdogs.
Yeah, maybe a bit, because I'm supporting Real Madrid for sure, but on the other hand, I'm a huge fan, especially this season, from PSG. The way how Luis Enrique changed the style of PSG and the behavior and the attitude on the pitch, especially of Ousmane Dembélé, to name one player. It's amazing, it's insane how he improved that kind of PSG style. And on the other hand, Real Madrid is in transition and a change of the Carlo Ancelotti, the old era to the new era with Xabi Alonso, new style of football. So at the end, the biggest club in the world against the best club in the world right now tomorrow.
Kelly, it's back up to you in the studio.
Yeah, thank you very much, Liv. We'll undoubtedly get Gareth's thoughts on that huge heavyweight clash later on, but let's get more reaction to this game. Enzo Maresca has been speaking with Alex Aljo.
congratulations, through to the final, a clean sheet, 2 superb goals for your new signing. What pleased you most about that performance?
About everything, to be honest. It's a great achievement. Has been fantastic season, you know, top 4 in the league, Conference League, now in the final in this competition. We are so happy.
How did you react when you saw both those goals go in?
No, yeah, but we know that we have a player that they're able to do that. It's also that we need to help them to go in situation where they can do that. And we know Joao how good is.
Nicholas Jackson came on for him 60 minutes into the game. Was that always the plan?
Yeah, Nico is our player, he's a striker. He played almost all the game last season. Now Joao started today, but yeah, it was okay.
How happy are you to have this competition in your squad now?
No, yeah, very happy, to be honest. I'm very happy because I know how difficult it is with all the, you know, all the situation. And as I said, Premier League top 4, we won the conference, now is final year, it's fantastic.
13 wins in your last 15 games now. Does it feel like Chelsea have some really good momentum going at the right time?
Yeah, but probably because we go game by game. We don't know about, you know, how many games. We know that we need to go game by game. Now it's finally the last game of the season. We can say that, and hopefully we can win the tournament.
Looked concerning for Moises Caicedo at the end there. How much of a worry is that ahead of the final?
Yeah, no, we see. I told him that he has to do anything to be inside the pitch on Sunday, so we see.
PSG or Real Madrid, what would it mean to Chelsea to beat either side?
They are both top team. One won the Champions League this season, the other one last season. So they are top team, but we are proud, we are happy to be there.
Tough conditions, an extra day of rest for Chelsea. Use it wisely.
Yeah, exactly.
Enzo, thank you so much and all the best in the final.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Enzo Maresca looking pretty relaxed there, pretty happy. They came here to win it, and this feels like, Gareth, it could be quite a big step for his young side to get to a final like this.
Yeah, definitely, and I think obviously winning the Europa Conference League last year is another stepping stone. So yeah, they're I think the youngest Premier League team in history. They're a young building. They seem to have signed a lot of the same player in the past, and I think now they're trying to sign the right players. So they always seem to sign that number 10 role, and a lot of the same player, whereas whereas now they're kind of signing the players that they need rather than just whoever they want. So,
do you think we saw today with the goals that potentially they've got the player they needed? João Pedro scoring after 18 minutes, and this is a goal that, I mean, you would have been proud of.
Definitely, and I think, like I said, I think he wins the ball back here, and yeah, just having that confidence. He knows, like I said before, he probably wants to come in and make an impact straight away. It's his first start, and to have a strike like that on your debut is great.
Yeah, the goalkeeper has absolutely no chance, and it shows 18 minutes in, the confidence the player has.
It's about confidence, isn't it? I mean, gave the keeper absolutely no chance. Obviously, Thiago Silva will look at it and think, okay, I might have done a little bit better with the clearance, but take nothing away from the finish. The first touch to set himself up, and then the curl. Absolutely fantastic goal. We thought the first one was best, but the second one was even much better.
Yeah, it was. We'll see that one in just a moment. But Cleberson, a word for this, the level of respect against the club that he started out at, to not celebrate. That was a nice moment too.
That's a nice note. He respects a lot Fluminense. He's born on the Fluminense, he's fan for Fluminense. He knows the game is really difficult for him, but he showed his character. He scored 2 goals, and then he's proud for the team.
Yeah, he showed his ruthless nature, and he may love Fluminense, but he also loves scoring goals. Got the second in the second half on 5 minutes, and this one was as impressive as the first, would you say, Mikel?
Oh, we thought the first one, but this one here, I thought Cole Palmer did really well here, but then the pass from Enzo Fernandez here to set him up. Look at that pass with outside of the foot. And all he can do, Joao, is to go on goal and just cuts in, and then the finish. What a strike that is. The keeper has absolutely, I don't think any keeper is saving that.
He had options there as well, but he's such a single-minded, he's a goal scorer, isn't he? I'm sure you would have gone for goal then as well.
Yeah, I know. I think when you have players spare over and you take the shot, you need to make sure you score. Otherwise, like you've seen already, you might see the wrath of the other players. But yeah, he's cut in, great strike. Confidence is obviously very high, and great finish.
What can this do for a player scoring twice on his debut on a massive stage like this, going to a big club? What will this do for João Pedro going forward?
I think this is amazing for him, you know, like to come in a club, score 2 goals first. I think show like how good he is and how Chelsea is going to be leading guys like him to score the goals outside the box, to make presence inside the box.
I tell you what, let's hear from him now, see just how much he enjoyed his Chelsea debut and those 2 goals. He's with Alex.
Joao, your first start for Chelsea, 2 incredible goals. Could it have gone any better than that?
I think it was a dream first start. I don't think it could be better. 2 goals. Now we need to think about the final. Yeah, I'm very happy to score 2 goals today.
Against the club where you begun your career, the fans adore you, you apologise to them. How would you sum up your emotions in that moment?
I think like I'm happy to score my first goal, but also I know this tournament is very important for them. I can't just say sorry, but I have to be professional. I play for Chelsea. They pay me for that, to score goals. And today I was happy to score.
You came off the bench in the last game, you were brilliant. And then when did the manager tell you that you'd be starting today? And what was his message for you?
He just said to me to play like I did the last game. And today I think because I started, I had more time to do my stuff. And I was happy to score. The team won, the team played well, and that's important.
You came off after 60 minutes. How's your fitness? How far off full fitness are you? Because I'm sure you've been on the beach.
I try to improve every session, but I know it's hard. They help me as well. Now I need to rest, focus on the final, because I think it will be a very important game.
You have just arrived here. What would it mean to win your first trophy for Chelsea?
I think it's going to be my first title as well. So I think it will be a very important game, very special game. Like you said, I came like 1 week ago, and now I'm going to play the final. I'm very happy. The team was very welcome to me, and now I think we need to go forward, to move forward.
Have they made you sing your song yet, your initiation song? Have you done that?
No. They just make me to dance in the dress room. I don't know if they're going to make me to dance again because I'm man of the match. We see. But yeah, the group is very good. They help me a lot. I feel comfortable here.
And I'm sure you'll be hoping you'll be dancing come Sunday.
Yeah, for sure I'm going to dance a little bit.
Joao, congratulations. Well done today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect.
The only disappointment there, I think, is the fact that we didn't get him dancing on the pitch. Gareth said before that Chelsea have signed maybe not the right players in the past. Is Pedro, on what you've seen today, the right player for Chelsea?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can see there on the clip there. I mean, the way he moves around the pitch, he's always coming short. If he doesn't come short, he wants to go long, and that's what you need from a striker. Here, the flip here, and it doesn't stop. He kept on going, continue with his run. Like I said, a bit fortunate, obviously, from the clearance with Thiago Silva, but the finish, take nothing away from the finish. This is a player full of confidence, playing with so much confidence. Brilliant finish.
We're seeing these goals here, Gareth, but was it his all-round performance that impressed you as well?
Yeah, I think it's not just the goals, it's the link-up play, it's the passing, it's the vision, it's the... Yeah, even just coming into a new team, just trying to understand your teammates is very difficult as well. So, yeah, great all-round performance and, yeah, thoroughly deserved the player of the match.
You mentioned before that Chelsea had one of the youngest teams in the Premier League. He is just 23 years old. We've seen Brazil have produced impressive players. Do you feel like he could be one of the stars of this Chelsea team in the Premier League and going forward?
Yeah, definitely, and I think now he's made the move. I'm not saying Brighton are a small club, but the next step up, hopefully, like in his career where Chelsea are playing Champions League, they're challenging for trophies. So yeah, he's on the right trajectory. I think if he keeps his feet on the ground, keeps working hard, you can see the ability that he's got, and hopefully he can keep kicking on.
Okay, let's head back down to Liv now, because Callum Wilson knows a thing or two about scoring goals. Let's get their thoughts on João Pedro.
We've got fans in the MetLife Stadium right now, and I suppose we spoke earlier about João Pedro, but to score a start, not just once but twice, you know, how big is that, and how much confidence will that give him?
Yeah, massive. Obviously, like the guys have just mentioned, he's already a player with confidence. He's come in the door, great price tag, and you want to hit the ground running straight away. You want the respect of your teammates, of the fans, and also you want to open your account for your new club, because as a striker you're always thinking, I just want that goal, I want that goal. And now he'll be full of confidence. As you've seen there, he's not just scored the one, he's got the confidence to take on the second one because he's already scored. And I think, he looks a fantastic signing for Chelsea, to be honest.
Did Callum Wilson ever score on his debuts?
I mean, only for England, Newcastle and Bournemouth, you know.
Of course you did. But also, not even just to score 2 goals, but the manner in which they're beautiful finishes, both of which one did you prefer?
I preferred the first one because obviously, it's come out, but usually a striker who's playing the number 9 position, probably someone like myself, would be in the box, in between the sticks. But he's hung out there, let play get ahead. Nowadays, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to do that, because more often defenders are dropping to the byline now, so balls are coming into the second space. But obviously, as it's dropped out to him, he's got no other thought in his mind than just to whip it. And as a winger as well, because he plays wide sometimes and drifts into them wide areas, that's a finish that he'd be practiced on in training. So, I mean, fantastic finish, and like I say, what a signing it's turned out to be so far.
Like young Callum Wilson-esque, is it?
I'm young. I think still in the locker. I just need to find a club.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, João Pedro with 2 brilliant goals on his first start for the club. Kelly, what a first start. I don't think it could have gone any better for him.
No, as he said, very happy with his first start in a Chelsea shirt. We've talked a lot about the options that Chelsea do have. You said from the beginning of the tournament you still felt Jackson was Chelsea's main man. Since then, he got sent off, and then Pedro signed for Chelsea as well.
Garrett is laughing.
I know, and I'm trying to ignore that. I'm just trying to remind you of your predictions. I'm guessing you've changed the way you feel a little bit about Chelsea's attacking options now.
Listen, all I've said, I think it's important we have a competition in the team. It's very important. You know, Garrett, how it is when you play for a big club. To win trophies, you need competition. And that's what we've got now. We've got 3 good strikers and who can compete for one position. And that's what I thought the club didn't have before. But now with the 2 new signings with Delap and Joao, I think that competition is going to push the players to go extra hard. But I still think that Jackson still has a big part to play. He just needs to sort out, himself in terms of discipline and what he wants to do, really. But I just think that with his performance today, Joao and Delap, they're probably ahead of him right now.
Yeah, Enzo Maresca said in his interview that he was always going to come on. He came on the hour mark, and we saw that he was trying to make it. If we take a look at this chance, Gareth, does this match perhaps show that he's trying a little bit too hard?
Yeah, I think sometimes that's what competition does, right? It puts pressure on you, and I think if Joao doesn't score, maybe he doesn't feel that pressure, and he would probably play a simple pass to Cole Palmer. But yeah, under pressure, it changes your decisions. It can sometimes affect your performance. So I'm sure a lot of strikers have been in that position before and have not passed because they want to score. But I think he chose the wrong option there.
Yeah, Cole Palmer was very frustrated. But I actually said to you just before that, didn't I? What would you have done in that situation? And you said,
yeah, I'd probably shoot, but I'd try and make sure I scored.
Yeah, I guess that's the issue there. If he doesn't score, Cleberson, Palmer's frustration comes from, and then I imagine that could start to play on Jackson's mind.
Yeah, that's the frustration he has. But you have to understand, it's 2-0, the guys won the game. I don't know if the game is like a 1-0 for Fluminense, how this happened, you know what I mean? But of course, that situation is better pass the ball and the play score to go for the team. No?
But fortunately for you Chelsea fans, it didn't matter because Chelsea ran out 2-0 winners here in the Club World Cup.
This is SportLab, where football stories go beyond the scoreline. Tonight, Chelsea are 1 win away from becoming Club World Cup champions, and it's the newest signing, João Pedro, who's stealing the headlines. João Pedro, a £55 million signing from Brighton just last week, delivered on the big stage, scoring twice as Chelsea beat Fluminense 2-0 in New Jersey to reach the Club World Cup final. Pedro's first, a composed curling finish in the 18th minute, came after a poor clearance from former Chelsea captain Thiago Silva. His second, early in the second half, was even better, a thunderous strike off the crossbar that gave Fluminense keeper Fabio no chance. It was a dream-full debut, and one made all the more poignant as Pedro was facing the club he supported as a child. Chelsea's dominance wasn't always reflected in the scoreline. Christopher Nkunku spurned several chances, while at the other end, Marc Cucurella made a vital clearance off the line to preserve the clean sheet. There was controversy, too, Referee François Letexier initially awarded Fluminense a penalty for handball by Trevor Chalobah, only to overturn the call after a lengthy VAR review. The Brazilian side were furious, but replays suggested the decision was correct. In the searing 35 degrees Celsius New Jersey heat, Chelsea's fitness and squad depth told. Enzo Maresca's side controlled the tempo, and once they were ahead, rarely looked troubled. The only concern for Chelsea, Moises Caicedo, the Ecuadorian midfielder, appeared to roll his ankle in stoppage time and limped off before the final whistle. With the final just days away, it could be a significant blow. The win takes Chelsea's total Club World Cup earnings to £82 million, and more importantly, into Sunday's final, where they'll face either Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain. João Pedro is off the mark. Chelsea are in the final, and for Enzo Maresca, the chance to win a trophy in his first month in charge is suddenly very real. This is SportLab, where we go beyond the matchday.